And do I know if your Xbox 360? My wife used to stream off her Xbox, so I believe so. Yes. Not off the 360. No. Okay, never mind. So no, the 360 does not run Twitch.
Okay, there is no form of GPS for console, because even that other one is PC only.
Yep.
So we're just skunked if we want to play with console clubs. Console peasants. The funny thing is, I only say that about console with this game in particular. Everything else I prefer on the PlayStation.
Yeah, right. Yes, I mean that's a great idea, Nan, but you'd have to have the farm to start with. I have a half an acre yard in a township. I don't. That would be a great idea, but you have to have the capital to buy a farm, to buy the cattle, to buy the facilities to host the cattle, the feed to feed the cattle. I don't have any of that. So I mean, yes, you could make good money doing that, but you have to have those things in place. So, so they work a second job.
It's nice to have a John Deere on the farm here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, sure. But even that, I mean, like, so for example, I had a guy that we used to buy meat from. He was a pilot for what do you call it? For United Airlines out of Detroit, and he owned a cattle farm about 15, 20 minutes from here. And and he had 28 cows, I think, and that's the max that he could hold at his farm. So you have to have all those facilities. I mean, it's a great idea, but I don't have money to do that or facilities to do it. So 250 cattle is a lot of cattle. That's a lot of animals to take care of. Like, I know for him, 28 was about all his, like, 30 or 40 acres that he owned could handle. And what he would do is he had several different fields with different blends of grass, and the cows would go from one field to another each day, so they had a different flavor. But yeah, it was a lot of work just for 28. Now, he wasn't doing dairy. He was doing, and thank you, Otter Snot, for the sub, by the way. I appreciate that. He was doing dairy farming. So he wasn't, or not dairy farming, he was doing meat farming. So the cows, every year, they would have calves, and then they would grow, and then they would slaughter them and send them to the butcher and then sell the meat. So, yeah. And you're probably, like 250, that's a lot of cattle. Now, Australia, like, they have huge cattle farm. Obviously, they're huge, but,
I wonder where GC is.
Huh?
I'm gonna message JC. He said he was gonna play tonight.
I know.
I think, didn't you talk to him earlier?
Yeah, he said he was not able to. He had a meeting later tonight.
Who?
JC said he had an appointment. He said he had an appointment this evening. So we'll pick him up this weekend or something.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's actually down this about 4 miles from the home farm, there's a 5,000 head operation of cattle. It's massive.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is massive.
What do they do? Is it dairy or?
I believe it's just dairy. I don't think it's beef.
Right.
But you can smell it from a long ways away.
Luckily, we don't have to worry about that NPR in game.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. NPR. A lot of people are not happy with that, and a lot of people are learning to hack their John Deeres. So hey, Ashton, how's it going?
I mean, all that stuff doesn't bother Millennial Farmer. He still goes on with his farmers.
I think if you're making enough money, there's a point where you're going to call service anyway.
That's the thing is, like,
yeah,
for someone like him, these big crop farmers that make money, that actually are farmers who make money. Sorry to the cattle farmers out there that don't make any money because everything goes back into feed. But, when you're a crop farmer, you can afford it. So
right.
That's part of the reason he said multiple times that he is John Deere, because he has a dealership right down the road.
Right.
So they can be there to fix things when they need it, and he just calls them when something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like he tries to fix stuff, obviously, like he's still a farmer, like he'll fix physical things, but if there's like a computer problem or something like that, they'll be there right away.
Right. I think that, like there's a point where they make enough money where it's like,
And the truth is, people like to slam John Deere for that. Every company does that now. If you have a new tractor, it's so computerized, you can't do that stuff on your own.
Right.
Yeah,
like everything is so it's just like the same thing with vehicles today. These new vehicles have so many computers in them that you need a computer science degree just to figure it out. You can't just be a mechanic anymore.
Let's see.
And it's all new tractors. Like older tractors are still good. They don't have that problem.
Right, exactly.
Unless you take an older tractor and put GPS on it, then that messes up and you got to call the dealer to come fix that.
That's why we've talked about upgrading for years, and we just haven't done it.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and I are like, we would much rather run the old 80s tractors. And
right, not have to worry about all that stuff, right?
Right.
It's cheaper, and it's easier to deal with, so.
There's legislation to allow you to fix. All right, so let's see. You think you should make bales? Yes. Here's the thing with these fields being so huge. There's a lot of money in baling on these fields, especially it depends on the mode that you're playing, but if you're playing on easy or normal, you're going to make tens of thousands of dollars or more, maybe even hundreds of thousands. I'm guesstimating with the bales off this field and the next field, we're probably going to make $70,000 to $80,000.
I say, in my mind, it's always worth baling the straw and selling it. It's free money.
Right, and you get it for free. So, however, there's the labor in getting it. Like, we're going to have to rent a trailer and get these bales loaded onto a trailer. So, we have we
rubber
have
banding.
We have a front loader for that, but it's going to take time. So, so there's that quotient, but the money's going to be worth it. I can guarantee you, because we're playing on normal mode, we're going to make $100,000 off these two fields probably. Or close to it. So it's worth it.
Sorry, Arthur, but my swaths aren't perfect. So.
Oh, you're fine. It's absolutely perfect.
I'm just curious.
Rubber banding there, so it piled up on one.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, that's... Especially when you're by yourself, Gunner, it takes a long time. So some of it, Nan, yes, but we had to put a lot of it back into the house because of the damage that a contractor had done. So most of my inheritance went to repairing my house.
I'm curious if you have the roll unpack.
You didn't bail. You're not a glutton for punishment, right? Yeah. When you have a couple people working with you, it goes a little faster. So.
I can do that.
Yeah, and even if I had gotten the full amount, it wouldn't have been enough to buy land. I mean, you got to remember, in Ohio, land is like we looked at buying maybe some property for a horse farm instead of fixing our house up, and we couldn't get a loan to cover the land. I mean, land prices are insane right now. They wanted upwards almost $1 million for like a 30-acre, 40-acre plot of land. Just can't do it. So we did actually look at that, but we couldn't afford it. So not unless I wanted like $3,000 a month, payments. It just wasn't realistic. So.
Yeah, my brother and I are looking to buy a 62-acre farm, and I tremble at the thought of writing a check for my half. But
yeah, jeez. In Indiana, I don't know why Ohio is so expensive. We looked around, you could do Montana or something, but then the weather's, it's like, I got my kids. It didn't work out. So Ohio's very rural, but the land, for whatever reason, Ohio is the most expensive state in the Midwest.
Florida and buy a swamp.
In the Midwest. I don't know why that is, but it is. It's more expensive than exactly. It's more expensive than Tennessee. It's more expensive than Kentucky. It's more expensive than Indiana, Illinois, Kansas, Arkansas. I mean, we looked all over the place, and Ohio, for whatever reason, is very expensive. Maybe because we have natural water sources. We don't have crazy, tornado. I mean, we do have tornadoes occasionally, but not like they do down south, you know. So I think maybe that has to do with it. But the state's really growing, and it's also pretty prosperous. So I think people are just killing the market. So yeah, well, that's South Africa. When I go out in my backyard, I don't have to worry about getting bitten by a snake or eaten by an alligator or a hippo.
We think there might be a bubble in the land price. We just had 508 acres near us sell at $12,700 an acre.
Holy
Jeez.
shit!
Yeah,
And it's it actually, which I've heard is good money in it. We expected a couple local crop farmers like ourselves to buy it, but it actually went to a sod and tree farm outfit. So.
Oh, okay.
And I've heard there's a lot of money. There's big margins in that business. So.
No, but you got hippos. South Africa, from what I understand, has the most heavy population of dangerous animals in the world.
My aunt knows a guy down here that owns, I don't remember how many acres, but I think a couple hundred acres down here just outside of the housing development where we live at. And I guess the development company that puts these housing developments in, people are moving to Florida so much, and like they need houses and land, that they offered him like somewhere around like $2 million for his land so they could build a housing development.
Cheapers criminal. No, that's.
I'm sure.
And I'm like, oh my god,
he's totally.
that'd be hard to pass up.
He's totally on point with that. The $12,000 per acre, that is not at all unrealistic. In Ohio, like a 10-acre plot's about $100,000. So it's $10,000 per acre. I mean, that is not off at all. That's not scam at all. That is what land costs here. So yeah.
People really want land right now.
Yeah, it's because my wife and I even looked at maybe like, hey, maybe we should just buy some land and put and build a barn on it, and then we didn't have enough money for that. Yeah, it was
land is becoming a huge premium because the population is so crazy. They've already run so many farmers out, and the farmers that do own land and things, and and then everyone complains, well, we can't take down forests, so there's like protected land and this and that. So any land that's out there right now, it just seems like it's so.
Well, usually if it's arable, farmable ground, it doesn't even hit the market. Usually, you don't even get a chance at it because it's under the table deals.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, and there's not a lot of that land anymore.
Right.
Not like it used to be.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure, Nan. It's like that's. I don't want to move to South Africa though. He said, if you see him or lion run. I weigh 340 pounds. I've got asthma. There's not a lot of run there. It's more like
I think I'd run away from the hippo before I run away from the lion. Hippos are evil.
Up the tree, yeah. Better climb like a monkey. Exactly. In my physical condition. That's it. Goodbye. Love you guys.
I almost went on a. Oh god.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be able to handle the heat. That would kill me.
No, that too. Yeah.
I can't handle heat at all.
I mean, it's beautiful. I a lot of times I actually, when I play Flight Simulator, I go to Cape Town and I fly around Cape Town because it's so beautiful there. But I just it's I wouldn't want to live there. I don't think. Oh, they knocked the trees over. There you go. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube do not. I mean, yeah. But anyway, I couldn't move. I couldn't move there. Once again, I've got kids here and I'm divorced. So like, if I leave, if I leave and go somewhere else, I won't see my kids. I'm not going to do that. So.
Oh, sorry.
Is that still from COVID, Tayloa, or?
No, I'm just choking on some food.
Oh, jeez.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, are you?
Welcome
still
back, IROC.
that?
IROC is
No,
in a
I'm-
frozen window.
I think I'm finally over it.
I was gonna say you had that quite a while ago.
I think
In a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing though, Michael Place. I mean, you got to be running probably 500 to 1,000 people per stream in order to make it profitable streaming. I make, I want to say I do 2 hours a night, and I make 5 nights a week, and I make about $200 a month off of Twitch. I mean, that's not going to pay any bills. Taking you a scoot. And it's about $10 an hour when you look at it. So
I got
buggy.
I left one little patch right up here at the other end, and I'll have to get it. I can't leave anything in the field. It's my OCD.
I'll just wait down here, and you can unload into me once you get out of here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go dump it off because there's probably not enough to hold.
yeah, and for
All of
YouTube,
it. I'll be right back.
same thing with YouTube. It's all about numbers. If you have 200,000 or 300,000 subs and you're getting 40,000 views of video, well, you're making a pretty good living. But if you're not, then it's yeah, it's okay, but it's not enough to pay the bills. It's enough to do as a side thing. So, and that's what I'm doing right now. So,
Is there another field we need to go to, Arthur, or what's the plan?
yes,
What do you need
next
to do?
field is going to be field number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and sponsorships and stuff like that. So, yeah, it pays for the gas in the car, or it pays my internet bill, which is $100 a month. So, it's worth it to me, and I love doing it. And we get content for YouTube too. So it's valuable to me to stream. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Plus, I think even for the YouTube thing, I like to be able to do it so that you guys have a place where we can talk and have a more personal interface. So even if I'm not making a ton of money off of it, it's still worth it. But during the day, being a hot girl in a hot tub, that would work also. But Talo, thanks. Well, I could dodge child support, but I would never see my kids. I think you're missing that half of the equation.
You're missing the point on that one.
The point is, I don't want to dodge child support. I want to have time with my children. Thank you, Subs. There we go. Thanks, Tubbs. Tubbs. Thanks,
Tubbs.
thanks for the subs, Tubbs.
Oh my god.
Oh lordy. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy, MBR.
Sorry, I'm probably blocking you here. Yeah. Just grabbing this cart.
Right, exactly. You said, well, that happened. Yeah, have fun on field 6. I probably just come with you guys. Do you need help with that cart? Do you want me to get the header on and bring it over for you?
I should be able to tow it, shouldn't
Yeah, you can get through to get there though.
I? I'll give it a shot.
Just drive through a hedge.
Yeah, well, I've got
Yeah.
6 of them, and they all look like me, so they're definitely they're definitely my kids. And believe me, Kaleem, yeah, you do not want to see me in a hot tub. Oh,
I definitely think they do have a hot tub, guys. I think we need to talk Arthur and Simona into doing a hot tub stream.
no.
Hot tub stream. How many gift subs do I gotta give to get a hot tub stream?
No, none. That will never. You will never see me in person, let alone without my clothes. Well,
I mean, you got pants on.
I know.
You're not gonna be naked.
I know. Well, depends.
Heck, you could have a shirt on if you
Depends
really
on what
wanted to.
time of night I'm going in.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that. I mean, I know that happens, but I don't need to know it. Shh.
Yeah, that was an. I don't know why that header didn't lower.
I have no idea. Way too many, man. Way too many.
The header trailer he gave us with this header, I don't think it's the right one because it doesn't snap on.
Okay.
Like everything else snaps on, this header doesn't snap
Oh.
onto it for whatever
Well,
reason.
we can buy. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to connect to it because it's so close to the header. Like I think a tractor has to.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'll do
thought
it.
I thought they turned the collision off though, because on my own game on the John Deere, the auger used to run into it on 19, but on 22 it doesn't seem to do that. But maybe it's the John Deere combine.
Yeah, next time we'll turn
Are you
GPS.
serious?
Next time
Are
we'll
you
turn
seriously
GPS
gonna
off.
pick
So
up?
so you guys can join. Sorry about that. I didn't know that I thought GPS was on there. So it adds up. I know. Isn't it crazy, Gwen?
Dude, Arthur, if you're picking up all those bales that way, it's going to take you forever.
I need to get an auto-load trailer. Well, actually, Arthur, you might want to go through all of your mods that you have and double check.
Where did you go, Taylor?
I'm
you go on the road?
6 foot tall, Nan.
I just drove through the hedge.
Oh, okay.
The hedges don't have collisions on them.
Nah, we'll just hand stack. There aren't that many bales. We'll just hand stack them. Famous last words.
I didn't realize that. It's good to know.
Well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Now I don't know. I don't think they're talking about the GPS mod, not guidance steering. I don't know if guidance steering on console.
Guidance steering is GPS, and it's not on console.
Okay, all right. Oh, that sucks, Heavy Gaming. Yeah, I know. I've been dealing with it for a month now because it went into my chest. So, how fast is my internet? Not fast enough, but it's 300 down, 30 up, I think.
What the heck just happened?
Let me know if you want to.
But I rarely get 30 up. I get like 10 up.
Hey, if you oh, never mind. I was gonna say if you come this way, hit my tractor and not dislodge it, but it was stuck on that tree for a second.
Yeah, the steering wheel is the best way to play ATS and ETS. No.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay. Are we doing swath on this as well, I assume?
Big man.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
You like to bail.
What did you switch over to, Gwen?
I like to bail on my farms, but I have auto-load trailers. I don't mess around with the bales like he is.
Yeah, it's always been too tedious for me.
I'm gonna have to rent a trailer. I don't have a trailer to put these on.
I've done it a couple times. Like even I started one farm like using small classic tractors and stuff. And I've got like a small baler with a wagon behind it, and doing small bales and like throwing the small bales, and I end up giving up on that too. I was like, this is just too tedious.
I don't know, Kaleem. I used it for a little bit. It works the same as 19. I didn't. I'm much more comfortable playing with my controller for Farm Sim. I don't know why, but I like it that way. So, yeah. Oh, just a few. Well, there you go. Just a few streaming services. Oh, you have nothing. Okay. Yeah, but I'm saying, how do you get your internet if you have no cable? Oh, you dropped your cable television. Yeah, we don't have cable television. I don't. I just do the internet package. So I don't bother with TV. We never watch it, and whatever we do watch, it's streamed. So. No point in having channels when you're not going to use them.
I just watch Disney Plus. So.
Yeah, Disney
I'll have
Plus.
to say, our streaming, we have multiple streaming now, and it's almost getting as expensive as.
Yeah, well, when you start adding all the different services together, right? I still haven't. I'm trying to cancel Motor Trend. I still haven't figured out how to do that. I mean, I love watching the Top Gear episodes, but no, it charged me again this month. I know. That's how I feel about it too.
Although.
I've tried to cancel it from their website. I've tried to cancel it from the.
I still like the streaming, even if I'm going to spend as much on all the streaming devices as cable.
Yeah, because it's exactly what you want to watch. Yeah.
Right, it's exactly what I want and watch. It's all on demand. It's right there when I want it. I don't have to worry about, is it playing tonight? Like, what's on TV tonight? Like, I can just go find something and watch it.
Right.
I agree. And I subscribed to Bloomberg TV for work today, and that was $290. That's expensive.
Oh, I know. We have a good internet service. It really is good.
Yeah, so some people that don't have good internet might not like streaming.
And I test it all the time, and we definitely get 300 down all the time. But it's the up that matters. So, yeah, I mean, pretty much all we do is Amazon Prime and Disney. Don't forget Disney, man. I love the Disney stuff. So.
Oh, I love Disney. I almost went to Disney today, but I decided not to.
I just was looking at Disney Plus because Netflix went up, and they're ticking me off because they go up
Mm.
like, all the time.
Oh yeah,
well,
they're constantly raising it.
well, and the other problem that we're having now is they're like Amazon Prime, all cool and stuff, except for now, when you go on Amazon, hey, if it belongs to HBO, well, now you got to pay an HBO fee, and if it belongs to this company,
Yep.
now you got to pay this
Yep.
fee, and now you got to pay this fee. So you really end up not like Prime is getting to be less and less worth it because almost everything you still have to buy even after you have Prime. So it's kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, my wife has hated Prime from the beginning because of that. She's like, we pay for it already. It should be free.
Well, it's just the same thing with like Hulu. You pay for Hulu and you still get ads.
I think so, NPR, but I also think that a lot of cable companies are removing caps. So, like, I know for our company last year they got rid of any data caps. So if you go over, like it used to be if you go over 50 gigabytes, you have to pay extra. Now they've gotten rid of that. So I used to have to pay $150 a month because I had to pay an extra $50 a month because I always went over because of streaming. So, so it used to be $150, but they got rid of that cap. So that was nice because now it's come down. So, you know, yeah, I'm getting ticked off of Prime, but.
Well, that's the other thing I used to always hate about cable is not only was what you wanted not ever on, but you're paying all this money for a TV service that still has ads. They're making ad revenue on top of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, Hulu,
Like,
right?
Like, well,
Yeah.
like, and Hulu does the same thing, and it's like, the only reason I have Hulu right now is because I have it bundled with my Disney Plus, and it doesn't cost me that much. So
Right. Yeah, the way that they do this, I agree with you, Nan. I think it's BS. But once again, we only really do, like I said, we have Prime, Netflix, and my son has Disney, and he shares it with us, and that's all we really do because it's too expensive. And honestly, I watch TV on the weekends with my kids, and that's it. I mean, you know, Seth and I watch Star Trek. John and I watch whatever, usually something on Hulu that his mom pays for. He knows the password, and so he gets on there. We use her account, and then right, and then we pay for Netflix and Prime because I watch, you know, I watch Netflix a lot when I'm doing it. But yeah, it's like, and there's a lot of advertising. Right, ads are everywhere. Even on my YouTube channel, I know that YouTube has gotten crazy with the ads sometimes. I tell people to get AdBlock Plus. I mean, I don't want you to use it because I get paid when you watch the ads, but all the medicine stuff. I know, Nan. Oh my gosh, I hate medicine commercials. Like the half an hour long, like caveats. Mm-hmm. Taking this medicine could give you heart disease. If you have heart disease, be sure to talk to your doctor first. It's like, oh my god.
all right. So what bail trailer are we getting?
Wait, what mistake did you make, Michael? Maybe you shouldn't tell me, but what did you do? Yeah. I mean, I really, like I said, I watched Star Trek with Seth, and I watched The Mandalorian with John on Disney, and then we watch Disney movies together and stuff. But really, we don't do a lot of TV watching, you know. So if I watch stuff a lot of times, like my wife watches all the Minecrafters on YouTube. She likes the Hermitcraft stuff.
Hey, Arthur, you want to buy a bale trailer and I'll bring one down to you?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. What should I get? Probably just going to get a flat trailer, Tay.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I don't just get whatever. I was just letting you know I'm going to the store to pick it up.
Yeah, and it's not the whole ad. It has to. There's a whole set of rules with it, Nan. I know you probably know them already, but there's if they don't watch the channel or if they don't watch the ads, then I don't get paid. That's correct. That's why I said I don't like to tell people to use AdBlock Plus, but if people are complaining about it, then it's like, well, if you're not going to watch my videos because of it, then I would rather you go ahead and use AdBlock Plus and to watch the video. But I'm just going to buy this one. But yeah, watching the commercials that's what pays the bills. Absolutely. So yeah, but that kills my revenue. You know, it's one of those things. Like I've considered doing Patreon. You know, I don't know. I don't think I'm big enough to do it yet. But maybe, I don't know.
Never heard of Patreon. What's that?
It's basically people pay a monthly like subscription fee. It'd be just like being on Twitch, you know.
Okay.
Like people, I wouldn't expect people that pay for a Twitch Prime or something like that, or Twitch subs, to be also paying into Patreon. But people on YouTube that don't like Twitch can also do Patreon. And you know, it's like you're supporting the person that you like. If I had enough people doing Patreon, then I wouldn't do ads anymore. I'd get rid of them altogether. But the ads are how we get paid. If somebody watches, I think if it's a 30-second ad or less, they have to watch half of it. If it's shorter than 15 seconds or 15 seconds or less, they have to watch the whole ad. If it's more than a minute, they have to watch the first 30 seconds, and you get paid. If they don't have to watch the whole ad. But
Yeah, that's the thing I always forget. Like if it's one of those longer ads that has like the 10 seconds or whatever, and then does the skip. Says skip ad, I always hit skip ad, and I always forget. Well, they didn't get any revenue from me.
It's all right though. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's why we do mid-roll ads, because people a lot of times once they're watching the video, they won't skip it. So, you know, people that are watching or whatever.
Yeah, and it depends on what I'm doing too. Like if I'm just laying in bed on my phone watching, I'll always skip the ad if I can.
Right.
But like if I'm on my computer and I'm playing Farm Sim, like a lot of the videos I watch of yours, I just watch while I'm playing Farm Sim. So
right.
Then I
And
don't
so you let the ads roll. Right. Exactly.
Right. The ad just rolls. It all rolls because I'm just playing Farm Sim, just listening.